Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy. Neil DeBrain, a former MK intelligence spy, has said something that most of you did not want to accept. Yes, the ANC might not be doing politics well, but the ANC does logistics excellently. Is this true or not? Let's hear what he says and let me chop it down for you guys so that you can understand it.
The ANC doesn't do politics. The ANC does logistics. Moet ek dit weer sê. Die ANC doen nie politiek nie. Hulle doen logistiek. Now let me tell you. On voting day, Chris and Neil and Peter Groenewald and John Steenhuisen, we are going to go out there and we're going to do the political thing. We're going to stand at places. We're going to rah-rah. We're going to get them on the go. You know what the ANC does on voter day? They move 6 million people in one day. They don't care about your rah-rah. They take 1.2 billion rand and they own for that day every taxi, every bus, every truck, every train in this country for a day. They give the man a t-shirt, they give him a cap, they give him a streetwise 2, they give him a 2-liter Coke, and they put them and move them to the voter station, and 6 million people back home. I am telling you, the westernized severe sense of politics does not work in Mzansi.
Amen.
They will not allow you to take 6-7 million people and capture them. So while this ANC, for now the 6th time, has got the money, the logistical power, and own transport, we, as the multi-party charter, are going to sit back and have to realize, and I will say that here, you must fight fire with fire. There's no way that any singular party, the DA, the UIM, the Freedom Front, the IFP, are going to get, at this moment in time, the logistical fight on the ground. If we don't decide that these people do not do politics, Chris, they do logistics. And if they can move 5 or 6 million people by not doing what you and I are doing, by standing up and telling them the truth, by telling them there's hope, they don't care. They don't care. So
filling stadiums and
and that's what it's about. So do you know, here's the thing. They will not win this election by hook. They will win this election by truth. And I'm telling you, we, as the multi-party charter, we were born at night, not last night. We understand where they do it, where they put the ballots, where they slip the boxes, where they feed the ones they're feeding now. En Rian, ons moet begin besluit. Is ons in die game, of gaat ons nog 5 jaar? I'm telling you, Chris, no matter how we smear it, you can paint a zebra any color you want. It's coming back black and white. This country cannot survive economically another 5 years with these pigs eating at the trough. Chris, we better change this country and we must change it now.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, King 053, Mr. Easy Imali Enengineng. And we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we go to the UIM, the political party led by a former MK spy, a former ANC member, Neil DeBrain, who has dropped this bomb. It's been some weeks I've been seeing this clip on social media, and today I decided to cover it because I wanted to add some visuals to it so that we can talk clearly about this thing and be honest about what is happening. Now, towards the end of 2023, we saw the announcement of Jacob Zuma backing Umkhonto weSizwe and saying people must vote for Umkhonto weSizwe. From the 16th of December up until the first week of January, Umkhonto weSizwe was the only political party South Africans were speaking about. It was making moves like nobody's business. The EFF had its manifesto only later in the 10th of February in Durban, but the ANC had its January 8th statement that was nearing by. But up until that stage, we were not talking about any other party until the January 8th statement happened in Mpumalanga, in Moses Mabhida Stadium. And is it in Mbombela? Which stadium is it in Tonga? Moses Mabhida is in KZN. At Mbombela is in Mpumalanga. So once that happened, we saw this statement coming to life. The ANC might not be doing politics well, but one thing the ANC knows how to do excellently is logistics. They know how to move people from one point to another. They know how to move goods from one point to another. They know how to use power, in other words, in political terms. So we saw people coming from KwaZulu-Natal going to Mbombela. We saw people going from Cape Town going to Mbombela, Northern Cape, Western Cape. We saw people from Northwest, from Free State and Gauteng, Mpumalanga, all of them driving to Mbombela Stadium to fill it up, and fill it up they did. You understand what I'm saying? And people keep on saying, King, that those are not necessarily ANC members. Those are just people. We've seen people posting pictures of them attending all the rallies, the EFF rally and the ANC, wearing their t-shirts. And they're saying, I'm attending each and every one. I'm there for the music. I don't care. Okay, it's fine. They might not care. But when you work with campaigning, when you work with an election campaigning and gathering of people, you work with something that we call statistics. You work with numbers. You say, in the hopes of moving 10 people from their homes to the election voting station, you're hoping that 10 of these people, 5 might vote for you. 50% might say, I'm going to vote for the ANC because they brought me here, they gave me food. And you can do that with people that are not so much educated. Poor people, they get moved by small things. So you can move these 10 people and say, okay, if 10 comes my way, one can go to the EFF, one can go to the IFP, one can go to Umkhonto weSizwe, and one can go to Action SA, and one can, these ones might, they might vote for different parties. But if I can get only 5 to vote for me, then every 10 people I know I'm counting 5. That is what we're talking about when we say logistics happening at a successful rate. That is what we are talking about. The other political parties will never understand this because they don't have the budget of logistics. They simply don't have. They are playing by all means that what they have done with their manifestos, what they have done with whatever situation, meet and greets and campaigning and all of that. They are hoping with their last breath that will be enough for the people to just walk from their home and go and vote for them. And that is the danger of the ANC. Not the danger, their strength. That is their strength. Now, like I said, you find people that are a little bit more informed. I don't want to say you guys are educated. You are more informed than a normal South African, meaning you've got X, you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, you've got YouTube, you've got all of these platforms where you can get this information about some of the downfalls of the ANC. It does not mean that that information is trickling down to every South African. Not every South African is watching ENCA. Like myself, I don't have a TV. Not every South African is watching Newsroom Africa. no DSTV. So other people are their main source of information. It's probably their friends, their Facebook page, and maybe radio for the older generation, and some is SABC 1, 2, 3, and ETV, of which is owned by the ANC because it's a government platform. So we saw what happened to Mbombela. Then they went to Moses Mabhida. Moses Mabhida, they filled that thing, they filled that stadium like crazy. They filled that stadium like crazy. I don't care if you tell me, no, those people are coming from Benda, they went to the beach, they're coming from wherever. The thing is, they showed us that they can do logistics. They are going to the FNB. Best believe they're going to fill that stadium too. Now we come to the election. What is going to happen on the election day? If this is true, what should the other political parties do? And I'm telling you right now, they should have a logistic budget for election day. Election day is not about just going and putting your cross as a political party. It is a time for Mkhonto Wesizwe to be working hard on the ground. Because if ANC win because they've been moving people around, it's not going to help you by saying, people who voted for ANC got free t-shirts. So what? The answer is so what? Once the IEC declares the ANC as the winner, then the ANC is the winner, because the other political parties do not want to do and capitalize on what the ANC is doing. They need to do the same. They need to show the people the seriousness of them going to vote for them. So if I was the other political parties, I would be printing t-shirts right now. I would be fixing those food parcels right now. I would be fixing those taxis, buses, and trucks right now. I would be making sure that there is a strategy formulated on moving people from point A to voting station, from voting station to point B, which is going to be like an after party for voting or something like that. Like, let there be a link between moving from home to voting station to go and celebrate here. So the people who've got their t-shirts and who have voted, encourage the people to do videos on Facebook to say, hi, I'm going to vote for Mkhonto Wesizwe, wearing the t-shirt. The more the people see that, the more it changes other people's idea. Other people are going to the voting stations not knowing who they're going to vote for. And that's the truth in South Africa. They just don't know. That's why I say, if the ANC moves all of these 10 people in a bus, hoping to get 5, even 4 is still a win when we talk about the ratio. 5 or 4, if they can get that, out of every 10 people, 4 people or 5 people voting for the ANC, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win. And you guys can, roll on the ground and cry and speak bad about the ANC, say that the people are doing logistics well. Right now, today, the ANC had an event here in Northern Cape. They had an event here in Northern Cape, and they went to Khalishiwe Stadium. Now, Khalishiwe Stadium is not, it's not a big stadium by any stretch of imagination, but I'm telling you how they filled that place. How they filled that place in Khalishiwe, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know the EFF also, Khalishiwe Stadium, Northern Cape, taking the manifesto to the people. Taking the manifesto to the people. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of that so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. I mean, the stadium was full, guys. The stadium was full. The music was there. I saw Casper Nyovest or someone performing there. And it was so nice to see this event unfolding there in Northern Cape. So all I'm saying to you is that do not underestimate the power of logistics. Do not underestimate the power of logistics. You guys can see clearly with those pictures that the ANC has managed to pull some people there. I will do also a cover on the EFF one, and I will speak about what happened there in Gauteng. But all I'm going to say is that other political parties, they must pull their socks up, because it is not just enough to win the voters of the clever people and informed people. You need the vote of the poor and the uninformed people, the people who don't see you guys on TV, the people who don't even hear about you on radio. You need to be on the ground. That day, you need to do what we call vote stealing. You need to go and steal the vote, steal the undecided people who might vote for the ANC, but they're thinking of voting for the EFF, but they like Mkhonto weSizwe. That type of a person is a person that you want, because that day many people would have made up their minds and woke up to go to the voting stations. You can't do much about those people that have made up their minds, but there is a few million people who are going to go there, especially the first-time voters who are still not decided what is it they want. And the music, the t-shirts, the caps, and the what might sway them from one place to another. You guys can go in the comment section and tell me if you agree or not. Now, I've been trying to go live, and my videos are buffering, and the quality of my live stream is not good. I'm not sure what is going on. I've upgraded my Wi-Fi package, so I'm not sure if that is the reason. So I will check with the technician on Monday. So don't expect any live feeds from me this weekend, but expect me to come back next week. I'll put a post and keep you guys informed when we're going to go live. We need to hit that 20,000 subscribers by the 15th of March. I want to send the t-shirts, all of the t-shirts, to different places in South Africa. I want everyone to win a t-shirt here on this channel as a sign of gratitude from your boy King, to say thank you for supporting and subscribing and commenting and sharing videos of this channel. I really appreciate it so much. And again, I was waiting to get some great news for Paseta this week that we are in. I didn't, but they promised me next week we'll get those great news. I will share them here. So we are still building, we are still on the road of building the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. Stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do a great thing, a great thing through this channel. Great things are going to happen through this channel. This is not just a YouTube channel. This is divine appointment for us to change the status of Africa's children going forward. We are going to be a generation that can point at the school, that can point at the hospital, that can point at the community hall and say, we build this and not the government. We are the people, if I can just say that. So until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.
Black Heart, the hustle continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.